Hi everyone, so I decided to do another Wisdom Wednesday video. This one's going to be slightly longer because I got a little bit more to share this time, and it's going to be about access consciousness and the bars. One of the things I did this past weekend is attend my first spiritual expo, and one of the services that I offer is access bars. And what that is a relatively new method of holistic health, and I found out this weekend that many people haven't heard about it, which I kind of expected because I myself am new to it. I just learned about it a few months ago. So I wanted to share a little bit about what access consciousness is and what the bars is, what it does, how it works, and why people are having their bars run. So first off, what is access consciousness? So access consciousness is a organization. It's a system that was founded by two gentlemen, Gary Douglas and Dane Here, and what they developed is a set of tools and processes to help people become more conscious of what's going on. So their whole premise is to bring more consciousness to the universe and to everyone. And what they mean by consciousness is everything that is in existence without judgment. So this is to be open to all the possibilities that are out there and to be the truly infinite spiritual beings that we are. So this is living in a world where there is no black and white, there is no point A and point B, but you live in this area where black and white are choices, but there's all the unlimited possibilities in between. So we're looking at creating a life in which we are unlimited, we can do what we want, we can create the reality that we want, and we can truly be happy and enjoy life because we're choosing to do so. And so the thought process behind access consciousness is to transition or shift our minds from thought and emotions and feeling and to move us more into the state of awareness, and it being a state of allowance. So being open to the possibilities and being willing to receive what is there for us to receive, rather than to live in an ego type of living that we're in now, where we think, we determine, we decide, we process everything, we judge everything. And so this is a tool designed to get us out of that mindset and into true oneness. So one of the tools that access consciousness offers is called the bars. And the bars is a way of shifting us into a space of allowance where we're able to receive without judging what we get. Right now, like I said, we operate in a space of thought, feeling, and emotions. And so then we're judging, determining, and deciding what to do rather than allowing ourselves to receive what the universe is offering, which would be that true unlimited power, unlimited abundance, unlimited love, unlimited awareness. So everything unlimited. Everything we have times a godzillion. Operating at a level like this, or operating at a level of thought rather than allowance, is actually creating polarity in our ways of thinking in our body. So we get into that A-B situation, or that white and black situation, rather than being oneness and blending those together and saying all of it's okay or all of it's possible, and then allowing ourselves to be open and look and visualize and see everything that is there. So how do the bars work? The bars themselves are 32 points on the head, where we store our thoughts, ideas, beliefs, emotions, attitudes, and judgment that we thought were important at any point in our life. So anything ranging from when we were a child to where we are now, all of those experiences somewhere in our brain have been stored. We have memory. So what the bars are the hard drive of a computer. It's that memory bank. And so by accessing those bars, we're actually allowing ourselves to access that memory or that belief or that foundation, and it's allowing us to shift them and change them in a way that allows us to be unlimited. So usually when we're going through our everyday life, we've been placed in this autopilot mentality. So we kind of just go through our day. We have all these priorities and things that we have to do, and we get in a routine. So we tend to do the same things every day. And what happens as we do that is we start to limit ourselves and thinking, this is what my life is, this is what I do every day, so it's never going to change, it's always going to be what it is. So what this tool is allowing us to do is to actually shift that way of thinking. The bars actually allow you to slow down your brain waves and then allow you to access the many facets of your foundation and to become more present and to stop allowing the past to project to the future. So what you're actually doing is you're stopping where you're at now. You're taking all these limits and these kind of still points in your life. And by having your bars run, relaxing, and letting it be, and allowing yourself to be open to receiving, you're actually taking that wall and you're crumbling it. And what that allows you to do is to now see everything that is outside that wall and help you to find a way to work through that and to gain more in your life. So what it is truly allowing you to do is to make choices and to find more opportunity and possibilities in your life by not changing the world, not changing the view, but changing your beliefs, your thoughts, and your limits. So it's actually changing the way that you think, which is fantastic because your brain is constantly working. If your brain didn't work, you wouldn't be living. So really quickly, I don't want the video to be too long, so I want to share what I have seen bars do either for me, my colleagues, or friends and family of colleagues. So me personally with bars, I just graduated college. I'm a 24-year-old. I have done Reiki and all sorts of energy healings. I have a very spiritual background, and I actually went into teaching. So I just got a teaching position for my first year, and once I started doing bars, I was kind of stuck on what I wanted to do. If I wanted to stay where I was, wanted to move, wanted to continue teaching, go into counseling, anything of that nature. And what I found when I started questioning what I wanted to do is I got a little depressed, a little more limited in what I thought because I felt like I had gone to college, I'd gotten this degree, so now I had built this expectation for myself and for my life and what I wanted to do. And so for me, it made me very emotional, and it held me back a lot. It prevented me from seeing my job as a blessing. It prevented me from seeing my finances as stable. It prevented me from enjoying living on my own and supporting myself, and it actually put me in a state of depression. So after I started having my bars run, what I've been doing now, since I started doing that, I've opened my mind. I'm a lot less anxious. I'm not nearly as depressed. I have completed a certified professional ethical psychic intuitive class. I have done an entire business boot camp program to look at the foundation of my business and building it and what I want to do. And now I'm in the middle of becoming a certified spiritual empowerment coach, which I'm super excited about, and truly getting to what I want to do. Because when I started getting my bars run, it actually let me look at what my life purpose was. Why was I here? What did I want to do? What did I want to bring to the world? And the undoubted answer to that question when I started asking this was, I want to be of service to others, and I want to help people change their lives and to find happiness and joy, and to be able to shift their mindsets so that they stop feeling like a victim, or they stop feeling little and feeling empowered and in charge of their life, to be able to do what they want, to get what they want, to manifest what they want, and to truly step into the power of being an unlimited spiritual being. And so me personally starting to do this, my spiritual practice has grown. I've started to see that I can take my spiritual practice and I can make it into a legitimate business. And I'm starting to be more open to the possibility of what I'm capable of doing. Another story I want to share is actually about a recent client that I had. I did have a client that was interested in bars. They had never heard of it, and they started to read about it, and they were getting stuck excuse me, they were getting stuck in this mindset of black and white. And these are the words that they used. So they said that they were very black and white. There was no gray area for them. And in terms of like spirituality, they only saw 2 points. And they themselves said that they had been feeling ill, they weren't feeling well, and that no matter how many times they seemed to go to the doctor, they tried reflexology and all these other things, and they kept describing like there was a wall that they had in their life. There was some wall that was preventing them from doing what they wanted and being unlimited and having opportunities, and they didn't know how to get rid of it. And so naturally when I'm hearing this and I think about what bars are and what the purpose was, I knew that this was for them. So my colleague and I working together, my colleague actually worked with her, and what was amazing was to see how the client reacted once they were done. So when they first came in, they were very high energy, very anxious. The energy felt very rough, kind of abrasive. What was amazing is after having their bars run, they were much more calm. They didn't want to get off the table. Their energy was smooth. They were saying thank you. They were gracious. They were polite. They were relaxed. And all they wanted to do was go home and sleep. So it's interesting to see in that instant, just within 30 minutes, how their whole mindset shifted. Just 30 minutes. And it is interesting to see and know that when they were leaving, that their whole world had changed. And just those 30 minutes, you could tell that they were leaving in a better mindset and a more open mindset than when they got there. And they were not going to have nearly as many limits as they did when they first got there. A story from a colleague, they were doing it for one of their children. They were in love with the position they had seen for a part-time job with the company. They enjoyed the company, they liked what they saw, and they had an interview coming up, and they wanted to be open to receive whatever it was they were supposed to receive. So they decided to have my colleague run their bars. When my colleague ran the bars, what was interesting is her child went in to the interview. The interview went amazing, and not only did she get the job, but they actually made it a full-time position for her. So not only did she get to work for the company that she wanted, not only did she get a job that would help with financial stability, but it was more than she expected because she was open to the possibility of getting the position. One more story to share here is actually the individual that taught me bars. It's amazing to watch your teachers grow and to see their businesses grow, and it's been huge increase in her clientele once she started running bars and having her bars run. And what I want to stress with this is that it is not because she's running bars and that she's amazing at what she does, even though she is, and I love her very much. What's actually creating that is the fact that having her bars run, she's open to the possibility. And she's always asking what else is possible. And when something comes up, instead of judging it, she'll accept it and allow it to be in existence and say it's an interesting point of view. So coming from a state of non-judgment, coming from a state of allowance, of acceptance, what she's actually doing is allowing that energy to shift and change. And then by doing those things, she's projecting that out into the universe. The universe is presenting unlimited possibilities to her and bringing these clients that are ready for change into her life. So whether or not you want to have your bars run, whether you've considered it or you've thought about it, I would love to discuss with you if you should have your bars run, or if you're questioning it, talk with you a little bit more about bars. So if you have any questions, you can always shoot me an email. I'll put it in the description of the video here. And you're always welcome to email me, and we can set up a time to have a phone conversation or a Skype conversation, whichever you would prefer. You can also check out more information at the Access Consciousness website, which is accessconsciousness.com. There you'll learn about all their tools, all their classes, including bars. And the biggest thing that I can stress for you is if you're ready to make change and you're tired of feeling limited, or you've recognized that you have limits, I would highly encourage you to have your bars run. And it's difficult to describe exactly how it feels to have your bars run because it's that amazing. The founders themselves, and the best way to describe it, they say one of two things will happen when you have your bars run. You'll either get off the table feeling like you had a great massage, and that's it, which is worst case scenario. You're relaxed, your body's ready to go, and you just had the most amazing, relaxed experience of your life. Best case scenario, like I've seen with some people, is that your entire life will start to change. And the coolest part is it only takes one time. One bar session can completely start to change your life. And if you want it to move smoothly and quickly, and you want to be able to manifest these changes quickly, obviously regular bar sessions is always an option. So if you have any questions, I'd love to hear about them. You can shoot me an email. I'll leave it in the description here. And if you have any comments or concerns, you have amazing stories to share about your own bars experiences, feel free to comment below. And I hope that this helps clear up a little bit about what access consciousness bars are, why I do them, why I've had them run, and why I'm hoping that you'll consider it as well. Love and light.